Grade 5, Subject EVS, Lesson 11, Fueling Our Life, Module 1. Objective. At the end of the session, you will be able to understand about fuels for cooking, fossil fuels, fuel for lighting, and how electricity is produced. So, dear children, we are starting our new chapter. It's really interesting. Let us see what is there in it. Do you remember? Man-made satellites are used for communication, weather forecasting, etc. Wheels made the transportation easy. Vehicles are used for transportation. Men started cooking when he invented fire. We use different types of stoves working with different fuels. What do you mean by fuel? Fuel is a substance when that it is burned to get energy, heat or power. So when we burn a fuel, we will get energy, heat or power. Such substances are called fuels. We use lots of fuels in our daily life for various purposes. For example, coal, oil, petrol, diesel, etc. Fuel for cooking. First fuel used by man was wood. Coal, kerosene, LPG, electricity are also used for cooking food nowadays. You might have seen different types of chows. And can you identify the fuels used in them? Yes, very good. A chula uses wood, solar cooker uses the solar energy, then kerosene stove, oven uses electricity, etc. Fossil fuels. When dead animals and plants remain in the underground for millions of years, they form fossil fuels. Examples are coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. From the petroleum, we can separate petrol, diesel, kerosene, LPG, and so many things. So, all of them we will get it from the underground, and they are called fossil fuels because we get from dead plants and animals remainings. It will take millions of years to form the fossil fuels. That is why it is told to save the fossil fuels for the future generations. And coal is the first fossil fuel used by man. So dear children, please remember, first fuel used by man was wood. First fossil fuel used by man was coal. Now we use fuel for lighting. Think of a night without light. What do you feel? It will be horrible, isn't it? Can you think about men spending nights without light? Imagine the time there was no fire at all. Nowadays, we are using electricity for light. But at olden times or during ancient times, people were not having electricity. They were using fire for getting light. Observe the lamps. What are they? What are the fuels used in them? Some of the lamps are familiar to you because they uses the electricity. We are using it nowadays. But some of them you might have seen in films or TVs, etc. They use different types of fuels in them. According to the evolution of man and according to the invention of different fuels, the changes came in the lamps also. Some of the fuels used in lamps are kerosene lamp uses kerosene, obviously. Petromax uses kerosene. Gas light may use LPG or coal gas, and electric bulb obviously uses electricity. Even now, some parts of the world have no power supply. Think how they manage in the darkness. Portable lights. When you think of portable lights, what thought comes to your mind? Yes, torch, isn't it? Which type of torch do you use now? We probably use electric torch, isn't it? That is the power used in it. What type of torch had your grandparents used? Do you have any idea? I'll give you some of the pictures. From that you can identify the older ones and the new ones. Okay. Different types of bulbs we use at our homes. We can just identify the names of the bulbs. As shown in the figure, first one is incandescent one. We will call it incandescent bulb. Second one is the CFL or fluorescent bulb, and the third one is the LED bulb. All may be familiar to you. Now let us see how electricity is produced. Electricity can be produced by various methods, or we can use different energies to make electricity. Electricity can be produced by running steam turbines powered by nuclear, fossil fuels, etc. Hydro turbines powered by water. Wind turbines powered by wind. And also solar photovoltaics or solar panels powered by solar energy. So this is how the electricity is produced. We will rotate a turbine. By the force of the rotation of the turbine, electricity will be produced. But the solar panels will directly produce the electrical energy. This is how the dynamo of a cycle also works. That's all for today, dear children. So hope you got an idea about the fossil fuels and also different uses of fuels in our daily life. So the follow-up activity for today is find out the precautions to be taken when we use LPG stove. Utmost care should be taken when we use LPG stove. Please ask your parents and find it out and come the next day. Thank you. Have a nice day.